Welcome to Wing It. We're playing Arkham Horror the card game today. I am continuing my campaign through Edge of the Earth. This is Ice and Death Part 2 with Leo and Monterey Jack. If you look at the links below, you can see the link to an upgrade video for each of those decks. Before I get set up, I need to pick a 1, because our shelter was 7. We pick one random expedition team member who will be lost missing in action, and that is Claypool. We definitely want to rescue Claypool. So, okay, I will be right back and get everything set up. All right, here we have our map set up. A couple things to note before we get started. We do have an extra token on Kinsler because she gets an extra token for this scenario. We do still have the one horror on Ellsworth. We have put these random. There's one of these is the missing expedition member, which is Claypool. And they each start with 7 resources. Let's see, we got the in the thick of it stuff. Because their shelter is 7. Before we drop opening hands, we need, and actually we should have done this before we set everything up. We do the tarot deck and do an inverted. This is okay. During the first test, each investigator gets -1 combat. That's not each investigator actually. It just goes to Monterey Jack. So that's a big nothing. It's sad, actually. I actually just played this whole scenario and had forgotten to draw a tarot card for him, and they smashed it. So hopefully they'll smash it again. All right, Leo drawing his opening hand, 5 cards. All right, Mitch, awesome. Beat Cop, I'll take it. Calling in favors on the Beat Cop is great. The Mouser, the Perception, we can throw away the Perception, and we'll keep everything else. We need some resources. Oh, Day Reckoning. Okay, we're going to replace that. Safeguard. Okay, that's fantastic. All right, Jack drawing his 5 cards, which I put into the wrong hands. Okay, well, Milan. I mean, anytime you get Milan in your opening hand, you're pretty happy to see it. We get to replace his weakness. Okay, and Janae Beauregard. Okay. Well, we'll keep her because we want to get both of them out for the intellect boost. Would be fantastic. I don't think we need any of these cards right now. We're not planning on fighting at all. We could use, some resource cards. But, whatever. We'll get resources by just being Jack. All right, so let's go ahead and read the agenda. Okay, a harsh wind blows. Several of your party have mysteriously vanished in the night without sign or any struggle. You can only assume they left of their own accord. But why? 5 doom threshold. And then we have the Lost Expedition. You set out to search for the missing team members, hoping to find them before daybreak. Investigators, you can use 2 clues as a free trigger to draw the encounter card beneath your location. They're all good, except for, of course, when it would cause an enemy to spawn that you got to deal with. Okay, if you're the camp resign, you turn in for the night. Find as many missing expedition members as you can by adding to the victor's blade, then head back to camp before daybreak. If each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance. All right, so we're gonna go with Leo first. We're just gonna spend 2 for Mitch, which is just fantastic. We're gonna spend 2 for Safeguard. And then we're just going to take 2 resources because we really just want to pay for getting out Beat Cop and then calling in favors and trying to get out. Well, actually, we probably need to get out a Mouser. We can just punch Tickle Lilies, I guess. All right, we'll see. Okay, Jack will spend 1, 2, 3, 4 for Milan. Then we will move. And of course, Leo will safeguard with him. And we will investigate for 5 to beat 2 is fine. 0, get a Milan resource. and a clue. All right, we're doing things. All right, and upkeep. Oh, a well prepared with Mitch is amazing. Is amazing. All right. Okay, we got lucky on that draw. A manual dexterity. Okay, we're at one doom. Make sure that's shuffled, and let's do encounters. We get okay, so we're gonna test location's shelter value of willpower. That is a shelter 4. And then for each point you fail, boy, take a horror, place 2 of your clues in location, or add a frost token to the chaos bag. Oof, that could be gross. All right, we're at 4v4. Okay, that's half our shelter value, so we're gonna take 2 horror. We'll take a horror and put a horror on Mitch. All right, we can live with that. All right, and we get okay. Our Antarctic Wind. We attach a copy to the nearest location without a copy of Antarctic Wind attached. Investigators attached cannot play cards or draw cards from your deck. At the end of the round, discard it. So that's super unfortunate. I would love to move into this location, but we can't without 4 clues. So I think we're just going to move here, play Jean, and then investigate. So Monterey Jack will move. Leo will go with him. We'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Jean. And then we'll investigate at 4, 5, 6 to beat 4. That's not bad. Zero. Okay, Milan gets a resource, and we get a clue. Okay, so we can play our Beat Cop, which we will do for 1, 2, 3. I'll play Beat Cop. Let's spend 1 for calling in favors. Pulling the Beat Cop back to hand. And looking for the top 9 cards. Okay, so we could get a Sled Dog. We could get a Med Student. Sled Dog is probably more of what we want. I was looking for Michael Lee, but we'll take it. Put him into play. We can put him into play for free. Thank you. Okay. So that was our first action. Second action, we'll spend 2 for well prepared because that will get us. We can use that with Mitch to just boost anything by 2, which is pretty good. And I think we're going to. Well, I mean, let's go ahead and investigate. Might as well. We're at. We can use Kinsler to be at 5v4. We'll exhaust well prepared to go to 6-7v4. This action. Okay, that's good enough. We get a clue. And we can look at the top card of the encounter deck and discard that card if we want. So it's a whiteout, which is going to be fine. We're not going to care about whiteout, so we'll just leave it there. All right, and that is both of them. We do have 2 clues, so we can kind of move towards Icebreaker Landing now. Upkeep. We get a Vicious Blow. That's good. We get... You handle this one. Might be good. We're at 2 of 5 Doom. Drawing counter card for Leo. Gets that whiteout. And then Jack. Ice Shaft. Alright, we're actually at 6v3, so we're okay with this. Actually, we're at 5v3. We're at 5v3. I forgot about the whiteout. So we're at 5v3. This is our shelter value. So it's 1. So 4v3, we still pass. So good deal. All right, and this Arctic Wind is gone. I think we're going to go back up northwest. So Um, okay. Uh, Monterey. Oh, I should have drawn a card when I moved last turn. It's way too far to have forgotten that, though. We could just say we took a resource. That's fair. All right, so action one, we're going to move. All right, Jack and Leo will safeguard with. We will investigate. We're at 4, 5, 6. Plus 1. We get clue and a resource. Do we have enough clues to open it up? We do. This only requires, yeah, it requires 4 clues. So we'll go ahead and move again. So we exhausted him for the resource. And we'll go into the Icebreaker Landing. It is a 2 shroud, 4 clue. You can parlay a test 4 intellect to search the trap ship for supplies. If you succeed, remove 1 frost token from the chaos bag or record a small radio and the supplies recovered. Alright, so we get a card and resource. He gets quick thinking here, which is nice. Cool. Alright, Leo will move in so he can help. I wonder if I could beat this test, actually. We would be at, if we use the well prepared, we'd be at 3, 4, 5. We commit this cunning, which would be 6, 7. 7v4 up by 3. Yeah, that's closer to negative. That's pretty good. So we'll go ahead, we'll do that test with the well prepared. We are at 3, 4, 5 for Mitch, and we'll commit this cunning to be 6, 7. All right. -4. No good. Okay. Kinsler can go at 5v2. Yeah, we'll investigate with Kinsler. 5v2. -2. Good enough. We get a clue. And we'll look at the top part of the encounter deck. Ice Shaft. Leo does not want to take that damage, so we'll just cancel it. Alright, so that was his actions. Alright, we'll do upkeep. Ooh, we got another sled dog. Excellent. It's really excellent. Okay, and then Monterey gets an elusive. 3 of 5-2. And encounters, we get Polar Vortex. Okay, so when you end your turn, each card you control with health takes damage. At the end of it, we can discard it. So we definitely want to get out of here. Okay. And oh, did we spend our clues? We didn't spend our clues. It would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. We spent. Okay. Okay. This is take 1 horror for each point you fail by. Your location shelter value, which is 5. So we are. Do we have the you handle this one? We do. Well, yeah, you handle this one. We get a resource, and this goes to Leo. Leo will use well prepared on Mitch to get 2 willpower boosts. So he's up by 1. He's at 4, 5, 6 versus 5. And we'll commit this unexpected courage to him to be up by 3. -2. We pass. Team play. All right. So I think Leo at the beginning of his turn will spend 2 to bring another ice sled dog into play. He'll use Amy Kinsler to investigate. We will commit a quick thinking to this. So we are at 5, 6 to beat 2. Here's hoping. -4. Well, she gives 5, 6. So we don't get the quick thinking action, but we do pass and get the clue. So that's good. We will spend the 2 clues to look at what's under here, which is You follow a set of tracks into a small cavern caved into a glacial wall, and your stomach lurches at the sight before you. One of your missing team members lies in a crumpled heap at the end of the hollow, his clothing torn open. A clean vertical incision has bisected his torso open from his sternum to his belly, and his entrails have been carefully removed. You struggle not to retch. What could have possibly done such a thing? And then we can search our deck for a copy of Tekalili and place it on the bottom of the Tekalili deck without resolving it. That we there it doesn't do anything because we don't have any Tekalilis. So. Boo. All right. So we could investigate, but it's not likely that we'll pass. So we will just move out of there. Um, and I think we'll take a resource because we just want to be able to play. Actually, we could have moved with the sled dogs to move farther out. This whiteout should be gone, right? Yeah. Oh no, actually, this is a good place for us to be, so we won't use the sled dogs. All right. So we will investigate here. Oh, we could have used that perception actually. Oh well. 4, 5, 6. 3, 2. Let's go. Frost. 0. We pass. Get a resource from Milan. Get a clue. We will move using Genet to pull this clue off. And then we will investigate again at 62. 0. So we get a clue. We have enough we can spend it, but let's see what happens next turn. All right. Upkeep. We got the med student, who we can play. That's nice. Upkeep. Get a flashlight. We're at 4 doom. Did I do the math right on all of these? Let's see. It costs 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we did do the math right. All right, we are drawing a counter card. We get 0 visibility. This is gross. As it should cost for you to leave location with treachery attached to it, you must spend 1 action. At the end of your turn, just 2 agility. If you succeed, test discard 0 visibility. Oh, not happy with that. All right. We get Polar Mirage attached to the nearest copy without at least 1 clue and without a copy of Polar Mirage attached. After you discover or take control of 1 or more clues attached location, discard each non-weakness card in your hand and discard Polar Mirage. Gross. All right. So okay, we're going to use Ellsworth to blank that out because we don't want to mess with it. And then we're going to investigate. We are at 4, 5, 6 to be 2. Okay. Get a resource. And we're going to do it again. Next to get a resource. Or a clue. We will spend the 2 clues to look at the thing underneath. What it is. Okay, the tracks continue for some time before vanishing bafflingly into the snow. There's no sign of any struggle, nor are there any other tracks that might indicate where they could have gone. And so, if so, why were you able to follow the rest of the footprints so easily? But when you turn back to examine the prints you followed, they too are gone. Remove 1 frost token from the chaos bag, add this card card to the victory display. And I just realized I made a mistake because I love getting rid of this frost token, but I meant to go here and get rid of this frost token, and I forgot. So I'm actually going to spend 2 to play elusive to go back quickly. And then I am going to just do the test 4, 5, 6 to beat 4. We'll commit this flashlight to be 7 to beat 4. That's the half of the shroud value, which is 5. That's 3. We were at 7 to beat 4. So we can remove another frost token from the bag. So let me just update my log. All right, good deal. And then we'll have him draw a card for, okay, it's a sneak by. All right, Leo. Well, I was going to play the med student, but now I'm not going to because I wanted to use it to heal Ellsworth. So do we sit here and just draw up cards? I guess. Get resources. Action 1, we'll just draw a card. I mean, we could move down here to Frozen Shores. Yeah, I think we will do that actually. So we will take 2 actions because there's 0 visibility to move to Frozen Shores. And then we will investigate 3 on 2. By 1 could be better. I just don't want to save my well prepared. Oh wait, no, we'll use Kinsler. 5v1. I want to save my well prepared for trying to pass 0 visibility. 5v1 -1, we get the clue. And we'll look at the encounter deck and see what we get. Oh yeah, we're going to trash that. We don't want another 0 visibility. That would be terrible. Okay, now we're passing 0 visibility. We're at 1v2. We'll use well prepared. We'll commit this mouser to be 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 2. That's -2, I believe. Yes. So 0 visibility is gone. Thank you, well prepared. You're doing good work. All right, upkeep. Get another flashlight. And upkeep. Oh, Death Tarot card. Nice. Okay. All right. So we get, as you journey through the glacial wilds, you stumble across a set of tracks in the snow leading further from the camp. You pause and investigate further. Were these tracks made by one of your missing team members or by something more monstrous? Choose a face-down encounter card beneath the location. Look at the other side of that card without resolving its text. Then return it face down to beneath that location. All right. So we want to look at this one because I don't want to go to the ruins of Lake Camp if we don't need to. So this is, oh, I guess we do need to go to the ruins of Lake. So it's Avery Claypool. It's parlay. We're going to have to be able to parlay some big intellect to get him stat bobbling nonsense. If he's defeated, you can cross his name off the campaign. So we could kill him for victory points. All right, so we can pretty much ignore everything except just getting a bunch of clues and moving into there. So that sounds good. All right. And we're doing encounters now. Skittering Nonsense goes on to Leo. And Frenzied Explorer goes on to Jack. When he enters play with 1 doom on it, when he's defeated, move each doom onto its location. After you successfully evade him by 2 or more, take control of 1 doom on Frenzied Explorer and flip it to his clue side. Then if there's no doom, discard it. So, fine. We're evading at 5, 6, 7. Let's see. I'm trying to remember Claypool. You can. Okay. Evading doesn't help. So we'll go ahead and start with manual dexterity here. We're at 5, 6. Actually, yeah. Manual dexterity. This should succeed by 2. That's the -3. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8. -3 is 5. We succeed by 2. We get this clue. So that's nice. He's discarded, and we draw a card from manual dexterity, which is the hiking boots, which could be useful actually. We definitely want the Death Tarot in play, so we're going to spend 3. Play the Death Tarot, and then we'll go ahead and move. And we'll draw a card for moving. Get a deduction. Alright. Leo is just going to exhaust his 2 sled dogs to kill the skittering nonsense. We're at 4, 5, 6. -1. It's dead. We do get a Tekalili. There they are. We'll shuffle that in. Okay. We will investigate, I suppose. We'll use well prepared because why not? To get us to 3, 4, 5 to be 1. Nice 1. We get the clue. Okay, and I suppose we'll just spend 2 for a flashlight. Might as well get that out. Okay, that's everybody. We'll do upkeep. Get an overpower. That's nice. For the sled, we get a lucky cigarette case. Very good. Alright, we're at 1 of 5 2. Trying test 3 agility for each frost token you reveal. Take 1 damage. Well, yeah. Okay. So we get a -2. We take 2 damage. We'll just put it on each of our sled dogs. I suppose we could have tried to pass that, but Dark Aurora. That's 3 willpower for each frost token. Okay, it's the same thing, just with horror. We're at 1v3. They got exactly the wrong things. Okay, so he takes 2 horror, which we'll put on each of these. And yeah, gross. All right, so how many clues? We have 3, 4, 5, and we've got to get to 8. It's not too bad. So I am tempted to spend 2 to play the lucky cigarette case, and then just move twice down here. Is there any reason we want to get these clues? I mean, I could move here actually and get those clues, but this is probably gonna work better. All right, we get a card and a resource. Nimble's nice. All right. So Leo will spend 1 to play as med student, healing the horror off of Ellsworth, which is kind of nice. All right, then we will action 1. We'll move into the broad snowdrifts. We're going to investigate. We might as well use well prepared. So 3, 4, 5 to be 1, right? Move to the wrong investigator. Okay, it's -3. We succeed. We get a clue. We'll just flashlight. So we moved, investigate, investigate. We're bringing the shroud down to 0. -3, we succeed, and we get a clue. All right, so we got 4 and 3. That's decent enough. All right, upkeep. Okay, we got another med student. Very nice. To upkeep. Sneak attack. We're at 2 of 5 2. And Dark Aurora. Okay, she's well prepared to be at 4, 5, 6 to be 3. That's 2, we pass. That's pretty good. Skittering nonsense. Okay. We'll start off by evading, committing nimble to this skittering nonsense. We are at 5, 6, 7 versus 4. We'll commit the sneak by to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to be 4. Okay, -2. We can lucky secret case because we succeeded by 2. Get a shortcut. Very nice. We can move. Let's see, we're at 9, 8, 7. Move 3 times if we want. Do we really want to? I think so. We'll move down here. Get all these clues because why not? We can really reveal this. Maybe it'll remove a frost token. All right, skittering nonsense is evaded. We'll spend 2 for the hiking boots. They have served as well. Then we will investigate. We're at, oh, actually, Jean will move a clue off of here when she comes in. Yeah, it's move clue to a connecting location. All right. Then we're going to investigate. Last action. We're at 4, 5, 6, 7. For this deduction to be 8. Be 3. 0. We get 2 clues. All right, cool. And Leo. Guess we'll just investigate with a flashlight. 0. Get a clue. And investigate with a flashlight. Get another clue. We could investigate 3v1. Is it worth it? Sure. 3v1. That is -3, and I think we get a Lily. No, discard the top card of your deck. Okay. It's Michael Lee! Oh, it's what we wanted. Ah, I guess it could hurt. Definitely. All right. But we could get this beat cop into play, and we'd have a combat boost. Not that we really need it that much, honestly. All right, so that's him. Okay, we'll do upkeep. And get another safeguard, which would be nice to put down. Upkeep, we'll get a magnifying glass. Okay. All right, 3 of 5-2. Drawing a counter card, we get Lost Researcher. Means defeated. Move each doom to its location. You spawn at any location. Parlay. Test willpower or intellect 3. If you succeed, take control of 1 doom. Okay, so this, I guess. Oh, empty location. Can't be that. So I guess we'll just put it up here. He gets a doom. I think we just have to like live with that guy. So I don't see how we're gonna get up there and deal with him. Maybe we will. All right, and then, oh, okay, so this goes there. Attach the nearest possessed enemy and place 1 doom on that enemy. If there are no deck enemy possessed enemies in play, there are, so we have to increase. All right, how many clues? We have 6 and 5. That's 11. So I'm going to spend 2 clues here. Look at this because it might get rid of that possessed enemy. Okay, there's nothing here but ice and snow and no sign of any missing team members. Frustrated, you turn back. You won't find anyone here. Remove 1 frost token from the chaos bag. Add this card to the victory display. Like, I don't, like, that's pretty much all the frost tokens, right? So there's no reason to keep going here. The only thing we care about now is rescuing Claypool and getting out. So we can let this doom go off. I just don't think we care. So that's good. Let me put this in the campaign log, remove a frost token. All right. So we want to save our intellect icons. Do we have enough? We have enough. We're at 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, sure. We'll just do the investigate. We're at 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even think I counted that right last time. That's 0. So we get this last clue. We will use hiking boots. Well, we'll get the resource. We'll use hiking boots to move to this location. Then we will shortcut, spending 8 clues for, we'll spend 6 from Leo and 2 from Monterey Jack. Just a good practice because he does have I've got a plan. Well, I guess we could have done the crystalline cavern now that I think about it. But we'll see. All right, Jack will move in, and Leo will safeguard with him. And we have Claypool. Okay, so we're going to test 5 intellect to get him to stop babbling nonsense. All right, and our intellect is 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will commit this perception. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1. We get to draw from the perception. And like a secret case. Just hoping to get elect icons here. Alright. And we put a resource on him. Then we will... It's tough because if I get the fingerprint kit out, it might give us a shot at getting to the crystalline cavern. Which would be fantastic. So we can go at 4, 5, 6, 7, which is up by 2. We'll just we'll commit the sneak attack. All right. We're gonna go at the magnifying glass too. All right. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 5 up by 4. Oh, all right, so that puts another token on him. He is banished to the victory display because we put 2 resources on him. All right. Well done. All right. Happy about that. We actually should have moved a clue off of here when we came in from today, but we didn't, so whatever. All right. Let's see. Oh, and then he gets a cardinal resource. Okay. 1. Whoops. Can Leo do it? Sure, we're going to try. He's going to use his 2 sled dogs to move. Then he's going to take an action to move, and this guy comes on him. And then he's going to do the parlay, which is a 4 willpower. We're at 4 willpower. We use well prepared to be up by 2, and we'll commit this med student. And this safeguard to be up by 4. Elder sign, look at the top 3, and take a... Yeah, I don't think there's any allies that we care about now. Alright, so we get this clue. And we discard that. Alright, so that's pretty good. How many clues, if we wanted to get to the crystalline cavern, we have 1, we have 2, 3, but we have 1 there and a bunch there. It's probably doable. Okay, Scattering Nonsense comes in and hits Leo for damage and horror. And kill the med student. And we do upkeep. Okay, so Jack cannot leave until he investigates. So we're at 4 of 5 doom. Abandoned Madness. So we got to go search for a guy. Okay, we're gonna this lost researcher. We'll put it here. Actually, we'll put it right here in the middle. His doom isn't going to matter because it is the witching hour. So it's kind of, we just got lucky. All right. And then we get Polar Mirage. Well, that is maybe unfortunate, maybe not too bad. Actually, we can just Ellsworth that. Okay. So action 1, we're going to spend 2 resources to put Eon Chart into play. We will just use the Eon Chart to investigate. This is the Investigate Unburied Secrets. Okay, we're not getting clues there yet. We're just at 4, 5, 6, 7 to beat 3 up by 4. Okay, +1. Lucky cigarette case goes off. Draw a card to the wrong hand. And buried secret goes away. And we'll spend 4. Got a fingerprint kit. And we'll use fingerprint kit to investigate up by 5. -1. Oh, mod gets a resource, and we get 2. Okay. Not bad. Where we just got to get to 8. We're actually pretty good shape to get to 8. Oh, and I'm sorry. I did use L because it's a blank. That Polar Mirage. All right. So I think Leo, he'll use these guys to kill the skittering nonsense. Oh, there is a combat test, so we might as well do that. Okay, we're gonna do the skittering nonsense. You know what, actually, we're not gonna use those. We're just gonna use the overpower. Do we need to use an overpower? We're just at 4, we'll use the vicious blow, we'll use the well prepared. We can actually use the well prepared to get clues. We'll commit the overpower. Alright, so we're at 4, 5, 6, 7 to beat 2. Action 1. Alright, that is my half the shroud or shelter, which is 1, so it's just dead. We do get to attack the Lily. And we draw a card. Alright. Oh, actually, we wanted that. Well, whatever. We're going to investigate with well prepared. So we're at 3, 4, 5 to beat 2. Elder sign. Look at the top 3. Get an ally. We'll take a sled dog, which actually is definitely worth playing. Get a clue. So we attacked. We did the investigate. Then we'll use our 2 sled dogs to move down to here. We cut there. We can do the combat test. It's pretty good. All right. Then Jack has already gone, right? Yes. All right. So upkeep. Get the flashlight. Get the emergency cache. All right. Okay, look at a face down encounter card beneath the location. Either side card without resolving its text. We're just gonna look at this one because I want to see if it's worth getting. Okay, so this is just get rid of tech lilies, which actually Leo might want to do. All right, 16 threshold. Let's hope we're not pushing our luck too much here. Through the ice, attached to the other location. Let a copy it through the ice attached. So we're gonna take some damage and a horror to move out of here. All right, and then Monterey, we'll get Frenzied Explorer. We have to evade it. Oh, and this guy's doom goes away. Okay. Let's see, how many clues do we need? We're at 4, 5, 6. We only need 2 more clues, actually. So we'll start off with an evade. We'll use the Eon chart to evade this guy. We're at, we'll commit this, or 5, 6, 7, 8 to be 2. Oh, we're using the Eon chart, so it doesn't cost an action. Okay, we get this clue. We only need 1 more clue now. Discarding him. We to look secret case. Ooh, scout ahead. That's pretty perfect. Okay, we'll use the fingerprint kit. Up by 5, right? It's 2. So we'll get 2 clues. Oh, I forgot to say, but we're using Ellsworth because we don't want to discard our hand. Definitely do not want to discard our hand. All right. We got the 2 clues. We have enough clues to open up. Okay. Then we will move. Oh, and we get a resource from Milan. We'll move. And why not? We'll use Genet to move a clue to us. And then we'll move again. I'm not using the scout ahead, but as great as that would be, because I want the agility icons. Because if I recall correctly, uh, we're going to do an agility test here. So we need 8 clues. We have, what is this? 7, and we use one of Leo's. Okay, to enter into the crystalline caverns, which, yes, it's a 5 agility test, and to get the miasma crystal. So we're in here. We get a card and a resource. Oh, that will help, actually. It's a lot of agility icons. All right. So Leo. He would actually kind of like to get this clue, because if he has 2 clues, he could actually try to get rid of his Tekalilis here at the camp. So he's going to investigate committing the flashlight. So he's at 3, 4 versus 1. Oh, so actually, when I moved, I would have had to test the 2 agility twice. Okay, he would have passed. All right, cool. Now we're doing this intellect test. Okay, so we're successful. We get a clue. Then we are going to move out. We are doing the agility test. Man, I guess we can try to pass it with well prepared and committing the automatic. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 to beat 2. That is a -3. We discard the top card of our deck. And we take a damage and a horror. Put a horror on the sled dog. Put damage on Mitch. And through the ice is gone. And then we'll actually just move. I don't know why I didn't play the sled dog, actually. Should have. Alright, and then we do upkeep. Calling in favors. Upkeep. Oh, we take a horror from cycling our deck. And we get a backstab. Alright, we're at 1 of 6 doom. And Arctic Wind. Okay, so that's going to go here. We gotta leave or else we're going to take a damage. But hopefully we're just trying to pass this 4 combat test. Alright, we get through the ice. Okay, so this is the one that we have to do. Agility test, we move in or out. We're not too worried about it. So let's start off with seeing if we can beat this test. We are at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to beat 5. Seems okay. 10 to beat 5 is 0. So now we have, I think that's all the supplies except for the radio, which who cares about the radio? So test 5 agility to climb up, and we get the miasma crystal. We'll record that. Oh no, we haven't gotten the wood sledge yet, but we're planning to. I mean, is there any benefit to trying to get the clues here? If we get 2 clues here, we could, see what's underneath here. All right, so we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 5 round. Commit this, beat 9 to beat 5. -4. So make sure 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9. Yeah, so we get 2 clues. And then we'll spend those 2 clues to reveal this, which is you come across evidence of one of your lost companions, abandoned, half buried in the snow, torn scraps from a heavy fur coat, and a pair of goggles. Examining the goggles closely yields a terrifying discovery, a dark, sticky substance that you cannot for the life of you identify. And then we can search top 9 cards for Tekalili, but we don't have any in our deck, so it's not a big deal. All right, we'll spend 1 resource to play Scout Ahead. which will move. We have to test through the ice. 7v2, pass. We can look at cigarette case. Okay, we didn't get buried secrets. That would have annoyed me. So then we can just move here and move here. Scout ahead will let us move twice. Is it? Okay, so he can resign next turn. He gets a card and resource. Being 2 away. All right. So I could play the beat cop. Let's see. What is our combat's going to be? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the beat cop's probably worth it. So let's 3. Play the beat cop. All right. So we're going to be at taking this test. Or 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll commit the switch below to be 8. B4 to get the sledge. -1. All right, cool. So supplies recovered. The wooden sledge. Then we will exhaust our 2 doggos to move twice. Go 1, 2. And I guess we're just going to resign. Yeah. Good. Well done. All right. So 2 upkeep. Oh, wait. No, we're not going to resign. We're going to spend 2 clues first to flip over this card, which is buried evidence. You follow a set of footprints to the snow, hoping they will lead to a sign, any sign of your lost companions. Sadly, the evidence you discover is not the kind you are hoping to find. Wherever the prints end, you find an ice pick covered in freshly frozen blood. To your horror, a human eye lies nearby, staining the snow red. A shudder creeps up your spine. What on earth could compel somebody to do such a thing? Insert the top 9 cards of your deck for a copy of the Tykalili, and place each one you find on the bottom of the Tykalili deck without resolving it. Shuffle your deck. And add this card to the victory display. So, all right. Well, let's see how many Tykalili's we can find here. Yep, it's 2. So I think that's all the Tykalili's. So yeah, great. And then yeah, he resigns. All right, so now Jack does upkeep. Gets a shortcut. We are at 2, 6 Doom, and drawing a counter card. It's Ancient Evils, which we don't care about. And he just resigns. And that's really good. We have no Tekalilis, no Frost tokens, and we saved our Researcher, which gets us 1 XP. So I don't know what that 1 XP, I think, if I recall correctly, we banked an XP with Leo. So he'll actually be able to spend some stuff, but I don't think, did Monterey have 1 XP? He might have had 1 XP as well. If so, then he'll have 2, and that'll be good. Anyway, yeah, they did good. They really crushed that scenario. They're doing good so far. Turns out that Monterey is pretty good and good in Edge of the Earth, but those sled dogs are doing work as well. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you next time on Winging It.